What's up, everybody? Chris closes your deal here. Back for the afternoon live seller calls. Let's see here. Mm, 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 mm. What's up, everybody? Welcome back. All right, sorry, I just had to send a Slack message. Had a buyer from a property a while back that never performed. They had five $5,000 in EMD, and they never performed, and so we're trying to get that released. Yes, we're trying to see if we can take that EMD. The way our contract is drafted up, it basically states that no further instruction is needed to release EMD in the event that the buyer fails to perform. And so I think we should be good to go with getting that released to us. But we'll see. I'll keep you posted. Be nice if we could get okay, why is this not working? Whoa, that's not what I want to do. Oh my goodness. There we go. Sorry, I just had to forward this email over with a redacted document. All right, let's go. Let's get on some seller calls here. Council Bluff, Iowa. All right, let's call Danny. Danny, hey, it's Chris. How are you? Yeah, I was calling because you had filled out a web form about selling your house and you were texting with one of my colleagues about selling a property you own there in Council Bluffs. Yeah. Did I catch you at a bad time? Oh, okay. All right. Got it. Got it. Yeah, so glad we could connect. Try to reach out to you a couple times, but just haven't been able to connect. But it looks like you were looking to sell this property on Glen Ave. I guess there's some financial situation going on. Okay. Tell me more about that. What's going on? Got it. Just like taking care of the property is overwhelming or just the cost. Got it. Okay. Is that your wife there with you now? Awesome. What's her name? Patty. How you doing, Patricia? All right. How are you, Patty? Doing good, doing good. Um, well, I appreciate you guys, taking the time to talk to me. I know these things aren't always easy and, can be super stressful. So, I appreciate, that. And, we've just so you guys know, we've worked with sellers in a ton of similar situations and, even crazier situations. Like we've stopped foreclosures the day before a property was going to get auctioned. So we have a lot of experience helping out, in the situation. So, and by the way, I do have to let you know that all calls are monitored and recorded for quality and training purposes. Um, the ultimately the point of the call today is just to see if the property even qualifies for what we would be looking for getting an offer as is. We're generally looking to buy properties for one of two reasons to put on our portfolio. We're either going to renovate the property up to 2024 standards and put it back on the market and flip it, or we're going to keep the property as some sort of a rental, right? So by the end of this call, I'll either be able to get the underwriters to approve this property and provide an offer, or they're going to not approve it, right? They'll deny it and they'll give us exactly a reason why. Um, some of the benefits of working with us is that we will buy the home as is. We'll cover all the closing costs, and there's absolutely no commissions that would come out of the sale price. So if we do get an offer approved today, the number that I get for you, that would be a net number to you. Of course, aside from any other like outstanding debt and taxes and things like that. Okay. Um, Do you guys mind grabbing a pen and a piece of paper? I'm going to have you jot down some contact info, and if we do get this approved, there'll be some other pieces of information you're going to want to jot down as well. Okay, perfect, perfect. So again, my name is Chris Deal. What? Chris Deal, like Deal or No Deal. Pretty easy. uh, yeah, right. The name of our company is Lazarus Property Group, like Lazarus from the Bible. Lazarus. Yep. Yeah, you know the dead guy that Jesus raised up from the dead in the Bible. I don't know if you remember that story. Yeah, that's it, right? Because we Lazarus Property Group. Yep. And our telephone number here is 619-525-7132. I'm located in San Diego, California. Yeah. But we buy properties all over the country. So, we're doing a lot of, most states across the country, um, except for a handful like New York, New Jersey, Washington. Um, and then our website, if you ever want to check us out, is just www.lazprop.com. So LAZ. Correct. Yep. That's correct. You got it. Nailed it. All right. Perfect. Um, all right. So I guess catch me up to speed. I know you guys, talked about downsizing and, just it's a little tough financially. Kind of when did all this kind of start and, when did the idea of selling really start for you guys? Hmm. Yeah. Yep. Almost 13 years. Okay. Got it. 13 years. Okay. Got it. Okay. Mm, okay. Mm, yeah. Okay. Okay. Got it. How, okay. How long ago did you guys put that walk-in tub in? 8 years ago. Okay, that's the one with like a seat. It's like a seat. Yeah, okay, got it. I know exactly what you're talking about. Okay, got it. Yeah, I used to work for a company that sold those. It's great when you getting. Oh wow. Oh wow. Yeah, I'm sorry to hear that. Um, okay. 12 years old. Okay. Got it. All right. All right. Well, and I'll probably have more questions about the house itself, but before digging, further into the house, okay, yeah, that's fine. But before getting into the house itself, um, I guess like if you guys were to sell, like what's the next step for you? Where you guys go from here? Got it. Okay. So you guys have been trying to sell it for, yeah. Oh, got it. Oh, so it's a duplex? Oh, okay, got it. So it's a single family home. You were just renting out some rooms. Got it. Okay. But I guess, yeah, I guess the question I was more so kind of getting at is, you guys live in this home, right? So if you sell it, where are you guys gonna go? Got it. Okay. All right. Okay. So your sister-in-law's nephew flips houses. Has he made an offer to you on the property? Huh. Okay. Got it. Okay. Yeah, I'm just curious because, I mean, if he flips homes, and that's his business and he's, relatively local to you guys, why, I mean, why wouldn't he come and give you guys an offer to take it down and flip it, himself and kind of help you guys out with it. But yeah, I don't know. Have you guys had offers on the property? So I got you. So he made an offer. You said he made an offer to you for 140? Okay, got it. Okay. Got it. Okay. So you signed a contract with him at $120,000 and then after 45 days he backed out. Got it. Okay. Yeah, you still have a mortgage balance on it? Got it. Okay. All right. Do you know roughly like how much you still owe? About 56? 66. Oh, okay. Well, that's pretty cool. Yeah, I mean, creative financing. I love creative fun. Oh, okay. Got it. All right. Um, how, yeah. Yeah. Hmm, got it. Okay. Yeah. Okay. All right. So, so you said you bought it on a land contract. So you guys are you guys on title or okay. All right. Perfect. Um, all right. How long is that land contract? How long is the term on that? 30-year fixed. Okay. Got it. How many years do you have left, do you think? Okay. So you've got about, what's that, 17? 17 and a half. Okay, 17 to 18 years left. What's your interest rate on that? Oh, nice. Okay, got it. What's your uh what's your monthly payment on that with taxes and insurance and everything? 865. Okay, got it. So 865 a month. 2 months behind. Oh, geez. Yeah, that's coming up. So you got like 20 days. And so then what happens if you can't resolve it by November 1st? Okay. But they do have what? Okay, got it. So if you don't catch up on the 2 months plus the next month by November, they'll start the foreclosure. Okay, and then do you know how long of a process that's going to be? Okay, only reason I'm asking is because I'm just trying to understand, you know, like yes, there's a timeline between now and November 1st of when the foreclosure process begins, but then there's a time frame. Okay, got it. Got it. Okay. Yeah. Mm, yeah. Got it. Okay. All right. So more than likely, yeah. Okay. So usually what happens, is, once so you're 2 months behind and then they're giving you till November 1st. Now, if they decide to begin the process for the foreclosure, then usually you're going to have anywhere from 30 to 90 days, potentially a little bit longer, but that's usually the case. And there's things that can be done to try to help resolve the situation. Um, Let me ask you this. No, of course, of course. Yeah, yeah, I got you. I understand. I'm just, just telling you the bigger picture, right? So, just to try to help give you guys a little bit of peace of mind that it's not like, oh, November 1st hits and all of a sudden we're gonna get, escorted out. I just want you guys to feel a little bit of, some sense of relief that it's not like, oh my God, if we don't figure this out, you know what I mean? Um, So in a perfect world, what are you guys hoping to walk away with? Assuming, you can, get this all taken care of, you know, 110. Okay, got it. Um, okay, got it. And, you know, j- okay, yeah, okay. What happens if you guys don't find somebody that's willing to give you 110? Okay, got it. Yeah, yeah, yeah. Yeah, I understand. And quite frankly, like I'm not the numbers guy. I'm the last stop before it gets to the underwriters. They're the ones that are going to determine, what they would offer if they're going to offer anything at all. It's really just my job to kind of understand what the situation is and figure out even if there's an opportunity for us to make something work for you guys. And then also, if a cash deal doesn't work out, is there any other solution, to help solve the problem, right? Because at the end of the day, that's what we are. We're professional problem solvers. And it doesn't always mean that we buy a house. There's been instances where we've had sellers that were facing foreclosure and, they really didn't want to sell their house. And so we were able to help educate them on the process for doing a forbearance. We've helped sellers understand how to refinance their loan, how to do a loan modification. So there's multiple other ways that you can resolve the situation. I guess. Okay, got it. All right. Yeah, I mean, I would take that with a grain of salt because basically that's just a tool. What's that? Well, so equity is a fictitious thing, right? So what equity is, it is, right? And what it really is it's based on what you owe, what somebody's willing to pay you for the property, the difference between those two numbers. So anybody can say, oh, I have $1 billion of equity. Well, sure, if somebody's willing to pay you $1,066,000, right? But if somebody's only willing to pay you $70,000, then you only have $4,000 of equity. You get what I'm saying? So there, it's not it's yeah, it's not like a scientific, fact of like, oh, I definitely have $100,000 of equity. It's all predicated on what is somebody willing to pay. And that's the thing is like agents don't get to dictate what a property is worth. Sellers don't, really what it comes down to is what is somebody willing to pay for the property. And that is really what it's worth. Unfortunately. Yep. Exactly, exactly. I could advertise it for $1 million, but if nobody wants to pay me $1 million, then it doesn't matter what exactly. And you deal with that at Goodwill all the time, right? Like your post, you put stuff out there and some stuff will sit forever and then other stuff flies off the shelves. So I understand what you're saying. And I'm not saying it's not worth what you're asking. Okay. So just to be clear. Yeah, yeah. I mean, my goal is just to get some more information about the. Yeah, yeah, yeah. Let me ask you this. Is there any particular reason you wouldn't just list it for sale with a realtor? Got it. Okay. Yeah, yeah. Got it. All right. Yeah, well, it sounds like it. That guy got you into a contract, and here's the thing, and I'll take the black eye for that. This industry, yeah. Well, here's the thing, right? Like this industry, like I'll take the black eye for all the bad actors in this industry. That guy that, got you into a contract for 120 and then canceled after 45 days. Unfortunately that's all too common. And the problem is what a lot of guys in this industry do is they give an offer that's higher, like they know that they can't perform at that number. What's that? Yeah, which well, yeah, and there's nothing inherently wrong with him making money bringing in somebody else, but really what it is when he talked, yeah, yeah, but when he originally talked to you, he probably either he was brand new and he didn't know what he was doing, or he knew, well, no, he's not trying to hustle you, but he's just not. I mean, look, at the end of the day, he probably knew he couldn't perform at 120, but he knew that's what it was going to take to get you under contract and control the situation, and then he was going to beat you down later. So, and I'll take the black eye for that. There's a lot of guys in this industry that are like that. When we make an offer that we're pretty darn confident we can move forward at. And so, Mm, yeah. Well, that's tough, man. I mean, you guys are obviously in a tough spot, and I understand, and like I'll do my best to see what we can get done for you guys. Let's talk about the house and let's dive into it, and then we'll see if the underwriters, are even interested, and then we can hopefully get you an offer here. So okay. So before we get to the inside of the house, I want to talk about the outside of the house. So like, what's the neighborhood like? Is it primarily owner occupants or is it a lot of renters? Uh-huh. Okay. Are most of the people that live there owners or are they renters? Hmm. Why was it taken? Oh, yeah, of course. Yeah, for sure, for sure. Okay, got it. All right. The street out right out front, Glen Ave, like, do you know what the speed limit is there? 25. Okay. Mhm. Okay. So when you say it's a historical district, does that are you prevented from doing certain renovations to the house? Like they have to meet? Yeah. Yeah. Okay. All right. I gotcha. Okay. All right. Is there anything structurally wrong with the house? Uh-huh. The window trim? Hmm. Got it. Okay. Got it. Okay. Okay. All right. Mm-hmm. Yeah. Mm-hmm. Mm. Okay. Um, mhm. Okay. What was it that needed to be updated? Kitchen needs to be updated. Okay. What tell me about sorry, sorry. So when you say the kitchen needs to be updated, are you talking the cabinets, the counters, the appliances, the floors, pretty much whole needs a whole okay. Mm, mm, okay. Okay, so everything's original. So for us to basically get it to 2024 standards, if I'm understanding correctly, we're going to need to do pretty much on the interior a full cosmetic update, right? So we're going to have to do, update the kitchen, the cabinets, counters, appliances, flooring, paint. We're going to need to update the bathrooms. Okay. Yeah. Okay, got it. Yeah. Yeah, and just for clarity, right? Like when we're flipping a property, we're gonna do everything we can to bring it up to like we want it to be the highest selling property on the street, right? So, yeah. Yeah, so it sounds like it's probably going to cost us a bit of money to get it up to that standard, huh? Yeah. Yeah, so yeah. Okay. Yeah, so 30 grand with got it. So I gotcha. Nice. Okay. So let's say you guys were strolling into Lowe's or Home Depot and they're like, "Congratulations, guys, you're the millionth customer to come through the door. We're going to give you $30,000. The only caveat is you have to put it into updates to this house and this house alone." What are the things that you would be spending that $30,000 on? Okay. Anything else? Mhm. Mm, got it. Okay. Okay. All right. Is there anything that I haven't asked you that you guys would need help with when it comes time to sell? Yeah. Yeah. Got it. Okay. All right. Well, everything that you guys have been giving me, I've been putting straight into our system, and that goes directly back to our underwriters. They're actually running a report on the property. It's going to tell them everything that they need to know about the property so that they can come up with a decision on this. What I'm going to do is I'm going to put you guys on a brief hold real quick. Unfortunately, there's no fancy hold music or anything like that, so you'll just be sitting in silence. You guys can keep each other company. No worries, no worries. Well, you guys will keep each other company while I put you on hold. I'll be right back. I'm going to run back there and see what they've come up with. Okay. All right. Did I lose you? Okay. All right, guys. If you are just joining me, we are talking with sellers with a property in Council Bluffs, Iowa, for 21 to 2,200 square feet, and looking to see if we can come up with a potential offer. It's a really pretty house. It's like the design is really nice. Mm-mm. Yeah, but it definitely needs full updates. So we're going to look at it through the lens of full cosmetic update. So if you guys are watching, what I typically do, and you can do this a couple different ways. If you know your renovation costs, you can itemize everything out, but that's going to take a while for you to do, even if you have experience. I just realized I still have my name on here as Christian. By the way, if you're watching, make sure you go ahead and follow me on Instagram at Chris Closes Your Deal. So we have a little guide that we use that kind of gives us a ballpark range of what we can expect for renovation costs based on the square footage. So this particular property is, I believe it's 21 to 2,200 square feet. So for full cosmetic, you're looking at about an $80,000 renovation. Okay. So when we're doing our numbers, I mean, if you just want to go the MAO formula, you would take whatever your ARV is, and I don't have an ARV quite yet, but let's say the ARV is 300,000. You would take that times 0.75 minus $80,000 worth of renovations minus $40,000 target uh, profit. And so then that would put you at like a number of like 105. Again, I don't have an ARV, so I'm not saying that that's the ARV, um, but just for an example. Um, so now they said it's in a historical district, but they're saying that it doesn't necessarily need to be historical as far as like, go through historical for updates and things like that. There's like this particular property. So this is remodeled, built in 1888. Yeah, I'm trying to remember what exactly Council Bluffs is known for. Okay, so this one, oh wow, this one sold in 2022 for 75,000, and then in August of 2022, and then 2 years later in May, it sold for 280. So somebody renovated it over that period of time. So they sold it for 280. It took 15 days to go contingent and then closed on July 1st. So 280 times 0.75 minus 80,000 minus, yeah, I mean, we'd basically need to be around, if that's the ARV, which it could be a 4.2, 2130 square feet. I mean, sounds pretty much just like our property. Now style is a little bit different. That's a really cool house, you know, big, wide house, wide porch. Got pillars on the inside, 2 sets of staircases, but it really needs to be updated. Let me look at the, let's see if I can find pictures of the other one on realtor.com. Yeah, this is like Victorian style, this comp that I pulled. Oh my God, I don't understand what is going on with really nice floors. Kitchen's nice update. Yeah, this is a flip for sure. So the challenge is ours isn't really Victorian style. So I need to find some more comps. Okay, here's another one, 265, not the lived-in update, not really super updated. The kitchen could be certainly upgraded even further. Bathrooms could be updated further. All right, I'm going to take these people off hold real quick, ask a few more questions. Let's see here. All right, Danny and Patty, you there? Hey, sorry about that. So I actually don't have good or bad news for you just yet. There was a couple questions that they had that I just missed the answers on. Um, you mentioned that you would redo the roof. Do you know how old the roof is? 8 years old. Okay, got it. All right. And then do you know how old the windows are? Original windows. Okay. Do you know roughly how many windows there are on the house? Okay. 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 Yeah. If it's just one piece of glass, one big square glass, then oh, okay, got it. Does the wall bay out with it, or does just the window jut out? Okay, got it. Yeah, so then that would be 3 windows. Okay, got it. All right. And then the electrical panel box, has that been upgraded? Brand new. Okay. Is that a 220? Okay, got it. All right. And say that again. Got it. Okay. Okay. All right. Okay. Got it. And then, okay, and it was a 1913 build. Do you know if the main pipe from the house to the city line, whether that was replaced and whether it's like clay pipes or cast iron? Cast iron. Okay, got it. Um, okay, okay, got it. Um, got it.
There's one room that is, yeah, yeah, people, a person stayed in, because the walls are done and the ceiling's done, yeah.
Okay. All right. And then all right. Well, if the underwriter was to come back with an offer that made sense for you, I mean, when like I know you guys have or need to get things squared by November 1st with your
And
lender.
I have a 30-yard dumpster already. I've been, taking all this old stuff that we've accumulated the past years. So it's halfway, three-quarters full, and I still got, put stuff that
Okay.
when we,
Stay on the other side.
yeah, when we move out, there's stuff that we need to put in there.
Okay. All right. How soon were you guys looking to move out?
So it's possible.
Okay. Got it.
We ain't worried about a place to live, because it's just me and her,
Okay.
and we'll manage if we have something,
Okay, got it.
whatever.
All right. Well, if we can get you an offer approved for the property today, do you mind if I tell you how the process with us works?
Yeah.
Okay. So once a home is approved and the offer gets accepted, we sign a pretty basic agreement. It's written in third grade English, not to insult anybody's intelligence, but it's just super easy to understand. After that, within 48 to 72 hours, you'll get a welcome call from our transaction coordinator, and she'll line up for us to get photos of the property. The title company will make sure that there's a clear title for closing. They'll order any payoffs for any loans and stuff. And then we'll probably schedule to do a few walkthroughs and inspections. And then we head to the closing table and get you guys paid. And it really is that simple. All right. Um, the last thing that they wanted me to ask you was if we can get to a number that makes sense for both of us. Are you guys ready to move forward with a purchase agreement today?
Well, only if it can be done in 3 weeks.
Only if it can
Yeah,
be done in 3 weeks?
and I don't want to waste my last 3 weeks. Yeah,
Okay. And
but
and
Two
okay,
companies now.
yeah,
say that again.
110 is probably the most we'll go.
Got it. Okay. All right. And that's fine. Like I said, I'm not the guy that puts the numbers together, but I am curious because you had mentioned, if you don't get that, you guys would just keep it. Um, like are you in a position to do that?
No, we're not. But
My mom catches
I'll
the stuff.
I'll go back to work. I have prosthetic leg, but I'm a big man and I'm intelligent, and I'll go back to work and get a full check again.
I gotcha. Okay.
Get off SSI. I've been on SSI for 18 years.
Okay. All right. All right. Well, give me a second. Let me put you on another hold real quick. I'm going to run back there and see what they've come up with. I've added all these new notes to the system, so they should have all that. And just give me another minute here.
Okay,
All right. Be right back.
All right.
okay.
All right. Yeah, Nick, you're 100% spot on, dude. He is definitely not going back to work. That's the thing. They had some other wholesaler lock them up at 120, and then after 45 days backed out after trying to get them to drop down to like 90. Really, it probably needed to be around 80 or 90 in the first place, is why they did that. Hmm. I mean, I'm thinking we probably need to be somewhere between 75 and 95. Hmm. All right, what do you think, Nick? Are you still watching? What do you think the odds are that when I give my initial offer that some curse words come flying out? Here. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. I mean, I'm coming in at like 75. Especially, I mean, he wants to close in 3 weeks. Like, it's not even realistic. All right, but I'll put on display a tactic from Never Split the Difference. Shout out Chris Voss. If you haven't read Never Split the Difference, then you should definitely leverage this tool where you label the negative emotions prior to allowing them to come out. Because when you do that, it's kind of like 8 Mile, Eminem and 8 Mile at the very end when he does the battle and he's basically making fun of himself. He's saying everything that there is about him. Like, I know everything you're about to say against me. I am white. I am a freaking bum. All that jazz, right? That's what you're doing, right? And so it basically sucks the wind out of their sails. So it's harder for them to do that. So, all right, let's see what we can come up with. All right, guys, you there?
Yes.
All right. I appreciate your patience. Man, these guys, it's like twisting arms back there. Those guys, all they do is stare at spreadsheets and computers all day. They're all glazed over, and I have to be the one to deal with them. So I appreciate your patience. So first off, I want to say congratulations. Because your property was actually approved to be purchased. This is the first property that they've approved that's in a historical district for me in the last 3 months. They almost never approve properties in historic districts. So that's the first hurdle, is getting the property approved to be purchased in the first place. So let me explain what they've approved. Okay. Now, I'm going to just tell you, rip the Band-Aid off right now. When I tell you the offer that they came up with, you're probably going to think I'm a scumbag and be pretty pissed off. Okay. But I'm just a messenger. I want to give you the opportunity to at least hear it out, and you guys can decide whatever you want to do. All right. So the offer was approved to buy the property as is. So you don't have to even sweep up after yourself. They approved the closing to be no later than 60 days. They'll try to get it closed within 30 for you. But there's other things that have to happen, right? Title, all that jazz. So it's not just us. All right. There's no commissions that would be taken out. All of the closing costs would be covered by us. Now, as much as people think we have an infinite supply of funds, we have a limitation on how much money we have available. So anytime they approve a property to be purchased, they actually set up a separate account in the banking system where they set those funds aside just so they don't get used for anything else. Okay. So you have that pen and piece of paper handy?
Yep, I still do.
Okay, so that account, and you can reference this anytime you call in, and we'll be able to pull up your file. That account, it's a virtual withdrawal account, is VW, like Volkswagen, three,
Okay, VW,
yeah,
V is
VW,
in Volkswagen.
yep, VW like Volkswagen, yep, 3764.
Okay,
Okay, now the
okay,
approved offer for your property in its current condition is
No way.
$75,950.
No way. I don't even talk anymore.
I'm sorry, what was
Okay.
that?
I don't even want to talk anymore. Thanks a lot.
Okay.
Bye.
I got
Bye.
it. I understand. Look, this is
Bye.
just what they've authorized me to
Yeah,
spend.
you tell them slap in the face. Bye.
Okay. Well, we knew that was coming. Now, who would call him back? Because I'm going to call him back and I'm going to continue the conversation. That wasn't terrible, right? Like he didn't just like throw me under the bus. I guarantee, yeah, it could have been way worse. I've definitely heard way worse. But at the end of the day, if they're not mad about your first offer, then you're not offering low enough, right? Um, mm, mm, mm. Hmm, let's see here. Yeah, sorry, brother. Yeah, that one didn't fit. Um, but hey, keep sending them over our way and we'll get it. So Nick, so that virtual account is just a tactic, VW and whatever number the CRM says. I don't know, but I'm guessing that's how it goes. Yep, that's pretty much exactly how it is. Um, um, yeah, so that's pretty much what it is. It's VW and then the property ID in the CRM. And yes, it's a tactic. One of the things that, so one of the challenges, right, is a lot of people, um, a lot of people think that, oh, flippers just have all this money, right? They think we're a commodity, right? And so this is something that the industry, we just don't do a good job of selling the limitations that we have, right? And when I say that is the limitations on the finances, the limitations on what we can actually do, right? Because people think, oh, well, if you're not going to buy it, you're just going to, if you're not going to buy it now, you'll buy it tomorrow, you'll buy it the next month, and you buy it the next month, blah, 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 right? And ongoing and ongoing and ongoing, right? And the reality is, like, we don't have infinite funds. Like, sure, we can lock up as many deals as we want as wholesalers, but there needs to be this impression that like we want to create a sense of urgency, right? So now with that virtual withdrawal account, if I have to, like, I'm going to shoot for a one call close every single time. And obviously, wherever you say the verbiage about limitation on funds, exactly, right? So I'm going to shoot. Exactly. I'm not a damn hedge fund. I'm going to shoot for a one call close every single time. If you don't shoot for a one call close, you're almost never going to get a one call close. But the reality is the bulk of the deals that we're going to lock up are going to be based on follow-ups. Now, you can go the method of, hey, I'm just following up. Are you ready to sell? Are you ready to sell? Are you ready to take my offer? Ready to take my offer? Ready to take my offer? Or you can use some of these things to leverage. It's like, hey, Danny, I just wanted to reach back out to you. I know it's been 3 days since we last spoke. Look, my underwriters, they're getting ready to remove those funds from that virtual withdrawal account that they set aside for your property. I didn't want them to do that until I got a hold of you and just really see if there's anything that we could do to make this make sense for you guys, right? And so now it's like, oh, sense of urgency, they're going to use those funds for something else. Well, this is my only option. I don't have any other options. Like, it's not the number I want, but I mean, could you guys come up on the offer, right? And so now you can leverage that to to get them negotiating again. You never want to just be following up or just checking in with you. You always want to have a reason. So what I'll also do is when I follow up, like, if they're not answering the phone, like, hey, Jerry, I was reaching out. Wish I was able to get a hold of you. I got some really, really good news for you. Give me a call back when you get a chance, right? Now, in their mind, they're thinking, good news, he's coming up in his offer, right? Now, I could do that if I know I need to do it, right? Alternatively, when they finally call me back, it's like, hey, yeah, thanks for calling me back, Jerry. I just wanted to get back to you. I had a moment to get back to you here. I wanted to see, has anything changed with your circumstance? And I don't even let them ask me about the good news right out of the gate, because I want to fish to kind of find out, like, are they still in the same situation? Has the situation got worse? Has it gotten better? Has anything changed, right? I want to try to get that out as much as I possibly can before they ask me, well, what's the good news? What's the good news? Um, yeah, I do the hang up halfway through the voicemail. I've done that before. But oh, what's the good news? Oh man, glad you asked. I almost forgot. So normally, like, if I don't think I need to increase the offer, and I think I just need to, like, put the pressure on them, then it's like, oh, Jerry, so glad you asked that. Almost forgot. Hey, normally those offers are only approved for 48 hours. I was actually able to go back to the underwriters and I got them to extend that through the end of the day today. So now we're in a conversation like, so what can we do to get this across the finish line? If it's somebody I know that I have to come up on the offer, we have to negotiate. It's like, hey man, really, really good news. I was talking to, one of the guys in our commercial development side, right? And I don't know if you know this, but we have a whole commercial side, development side, where they're building whole developments, right? And we're talking like 300 houses. And so each of these houses, we're actually doing a development not too far from you guys, right? Where they're actually building 200 homes, and each of those homes has 10 windows. And so there's 2,000 windows going in on that. And so I talked to the project manager that was managing that, because I know we're going to have to replace all the windows on your house. And based on the conversation we had looking at your home, my project manager really, really thinks that he could get the same size windows for that development and they'll fit in your house. Now, here's the thing. When we order 2,000 windows, we get a much bigger discount than when we order 10 windows. And so I was talking to him and figured out that if we could get this deal done with you right now, we would actually be able to add on your 10 windows to that order of 2,000 windows, and we'd be able to get the same volume discount. And if we could do that, and you guys are good to go, then what we could do is we could actually pass along that savings directly to you. So I just wanted to get you that good news and blah, 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 right? So there's all types of different stories you could come up with to justify the increase in the offer and justify the difference in the price. Yeah, with a sense of urgency with the whole end of business deal. Yep, that's good. Pulling out an elaborate story. There sounds like, yep, yeah, there's always a story, man. You never want to. Ideally, you don't want to just change your price just to change the price. Like, you want to have a reason behind changing the price, right? You want to justify it in some way, shape, or form. So here, I'm going to call this guy back after he's kind of settled down a little bit. His wife's probably talking him off the ledge. So let's see here.
Hello?
Danny,
Hello?
Danny.
Yeah.
Hey, it's Chris. Hey,
Dude,
I totally get it, man. I understand. If I was in your shoes, I'd probably be, just as upset.
I'm not doing, you're going to waste your breath. We're not doing it for 75.
Say that again.
You're going to waste your breath.
Yeah, where you're coming
Yeah, we understand where you're coming from, and you guys understand where we're going. We're not even thinking about doing 75. No way.
Yeah. No, I get it, man. I get it. Look, my goal, like I said, whether we end up working together or not, or we just kind of help steer you in the right direction so you guys can find a solution to solve the problem, like that's all I care about, is making sure that you guys, find some way forward that makes sense for you guys. At the end of the day, that's just what they authorized me to spend on this. Ultimately, I'm on your side because I don't get paid unless you guys get paid. So, that's the thing. It's like, I just want to help.
We just closed with David Ortega for 90,000.
David Ortega?
Yep.
What do you mean?
Well, we had a guy come in and he brought many contractors in here, and we started at 110. He's another one, but he kept it open for us, and he said you can go search with anybody you want.
Mhm.
Bottom line is, I got a $90,000 addendum right now. You sign it, and we'll have it closed by the 30th.
Got it. Okay. All right. So you think you guys are going to go with that $90,000 offer then?
Yeah, we're just fed up.
Yeah,
We'll make it work.
I understand. Well, look, before you do that, right? Let me ask you. I mean, I don't know how much I could possibly get them to adjust this.
I don't got time. I got time to wait around for you try to work it up. If they
What's up?
didn't even come close to what I wanted, I don't got time to wait for you to try to get them to go up.
Got it.
I've had this. It feels like I've had this on online, or whatever you call it, through a rental place or whatever. It feels like I've gone through, rental agents and stuff. I'm done. We just
Yeah.
decided we're gonna take 90. David Ortega, he's been working with us for 2.5 weeks, and he's brought in 5, 6 different contractors, and he brought in a couple that just fell in love with the house. And
Yeah.
they started at 80, and he got it up to 86. And just a few minutes ago, he messaged me and says, "I got 90,000 for you right now, Danny."
I gotcha. Well, let me
That's
ask
what
you
we're doing.
this. I mean, so did you hang up on Danny when he first offered you 80?
Oh yeah. I said that's a slap in the face. We're not doing for 80,
Yeah.
and 75, no way, and 90 is around $20,000 in our pocket that we pay
Yeah.
our fee. Yeah.
I gotcha. I
I mean,
gotcha.
title's open. There ain't nothing stopping it right now at all.
Yeah.
Even the back one, that's not stopping it. I mean,
Yeah.
And sorry, you hung up on you. He should have heard you out.
no, I'm just tired of it. Yeah, it's a slap
Well,
in the face anytime.
look, I get it, man. I totally understand, I understand exactly where you're coming from, and ultimately, I just want to try to get a deal done for you guys that makes sense. I mean, if I could get
What
them
makes
up,
sense-
what?
What makes sense is what we need now. We need something over 90. You need something over 90, and it's for sure. But you haven't even walked through or nothing. So this guy has walked through with countless of contractors, and I'm cleaning the house while they're coming in. I mean, and pulling a great big garbage can downstairs by myself and cleaning my home out and filling my dumpster up by myself, busting my ass, and it looks a lot better because this dumpster's there. So,
Yeah.
they don't even need to come in no more at all.
What
It's
ruined
done deal.
Danny was the first company when they, say what they're going to do it for, and then they back out.
Yeah, and I told him, I said, hey, there's so many different things that, I need. But you tell them, you're not even listening to the damn thing I need, and you tell me I want to listen to what you need. It ain't about you, it's about me.
Mhm.
Bottom line.
And he's not saying that to you.
No, I told them because they've
Got
had
it.
so many different contracts starting for 120, and it went all the way down to 80,
Yeah.
and that's slap in the face.
Is that what
I'm sorry.
Danny did too?
No, Danny, no, they offered 85,000 right away, and
Got it.
I
Oh, I
said, no,
thought
I
you
can't
said.
do that, man. I got at least have 100,000.
Oh,
And
I
he
got
told
it.
me, yeah, but he said, you can't sell for 100. What are you gonna do, Danny? I said, then I'll go back to work. I'm gonna go back to work anyway, but
Yeah.
I want to walk away from my home. It's just overwhelming.
Got it.
I'll be 60 years old in January. Me and my wife have been married 30 years. All of our kids are out of our home, so we just want to get a nice little 2-bedroom home for us.
Yeah.
For a grandkid.
For our grandkids.
Congrats on 30 years. I'm coming up on year 10 with my wife. What's the secret?
A lot of mistakes, a lot of faith. What's that?
Yeah, sorry. My headset just disconnected. Are you there? Hello? Can you hear?
Now we can hear.
Yeah.
Sorry about that. My headset disconnected there for a moment. You said a lot of mistakes, a lot of faith.
Forgiveness.
A lot of forgiveness and
Forget about the dumb fight that you just got into.
yeah. I mean, we argue, something terrible sometimes, but before we go to bed, it's all over with. 5 minutes later, we love each other.
Yeah. Yeah, that's
And,
my wife
you
and I
know,
have tried to practice that. We get into some fights from time to time and then, but we always try to make sure we make up before we go to sleep.
hell yeah, because you don't know what will happen.
It's
100. And it's going out of your way to make somebody happy without them asking you. You
Yeah.
know, you being the one that don't get satisfied into little things that that really make things work.
Yeah.
And we've always do it immensely. Everybody tells us, man. Everybody tells us when we go out, God, I wish we had that kind of love you guys have.
Yeah. Nice. Awesome.
Yeah.
Well, I
My
mean,
wife,
yeah, sounds like you guys have a great marriage and, it sounds like this other guy, Danny, is a pretty stand-up guy,
we
because
went through a lot.
yeah.
We went through a lot. I made a lot of mistakes, and so did she. And we said things and done things, we shouldn't have done. But the bottom line is, we're back here and we live together.
We fixed the.
And a friend of ours brought us together and told us, hey, why are you living in your mom's home? Why are you staying in your van outside the mom's home? You gotta get your own place.
Yeah.
And she offered us. She says, how much you make? Fuck, between the two of us, we made almost $4,000 a month.
Mm.
Back in the day.
Yeah, back in the day, and it's just me lose my leg turned my life upside down, and I brought a lot of resentment towards my kids because I was mean. I was very much pain. I was bedridden for almost 30 days.
No, I wouldn't say 10 months.
Oh, 10 months, yeah. Days. And it brought a lot of real, a lot of fucking truth to what our relationship can stand.
Yeah.
And my wife stood next to me the whole time. I'm the one that wandered off. I'm the one that did things and said things I didn't need to do.
Yeah.
Yep. So
Yeah.
I am a very lucky man.
Got over the 7-year itch. I think there's a 19-year itch too.
Oh, really?
I'll tell you what.
Yeah.
That's how much I love my wife. I forgot the date that we got married
I put it on a T-shirt.
and put it on a T-shirt in front of everybody in the bar. And she said, "How cute, Danny."
Because it was May 29th and we were married April 29th.
Oh, that's funny. Well, it's funny you said May 29th because my wife and I got married on May 29th. May 29th of 20.
Yeah, ours is April.
Okay. All right.
4/29.
Nice. Nice.
And he put May 29th on the T-shirt, and all guys forget date, I thought it was.
So I learned that one really well, and all my kids' birthdays, and my grandkids, and her parents. Both my parents passed away.
Oh man.
So.
Yeah, you just gotta tattoo them all down your wrist.
And wait till you can experience grandchildren.
Yeah.
Children.
Then you get a second chance of being a good, a parent that you tried to be.
Yeah.
It
Well,
was
I can only imagine. We adopted our daughter. She just turned a year and 10 months 2 days ago. So she'll be 2 in a couple months. And yeah, it's been amazing. And then my mom's gonna move out here to be closer to live with her. So
yeah, we have a 32-year-old son,
35-year-old.
35-year-old son,
34-year-old daughter.
34-year-old daughter, a 29-year-old daughter,
Twin boys that are 26.
and I'm an identical twin.
oh wow, okay.
But our
Nice.
boys are fraternal.
Yeah, look alike.
Okay.
We run into twins everywhere.
Yeah. Oh wow.
Crazy.
But
Man.
I appreciate you trying to do what you're doing, and look.
Yeah.
You just have the one girl then?
Yeah, we just have the one girl. We tried to get pregnant for like 7 years and nothing worked. We tried IVF, we tried everything. And so then we decided to go with adoption and we were able to yeah, the cool thing was we got to be in the delivery room when she was born. So we're all she knows.
That's awesome.
Yeah.
My son and his wife, they've lost, well, they lost one that when she was really far along. And we knew that the lungs weren't developed and there was no saving them. And she went into full-blown labor, so we lost that first one. But they had a rainbow baby, but she's lost two after that.
Oh,
But their son that was born, her cervix couldn't hold the baby in,
hmm.
so they have to tie it when she's 12 weeks along.
Oh, wow.
And they tie the cervix, and then when he's ready to be, when all his parts are all grown and everything, and he's ready to be delivered, then they untie the cervix and she goes into labor.
Oh, wow.
But
I
we
know.
just lost another one here
Mhm.
recently, and it's sad, yeah.
Yeah, I can
Like,
only
well, like I
imagine.
said, this guy, you know, he went to bat for us. He told everybody, you know, that, what we wanted, you know, and, you know, they just foreseen, you know, that, you know, we can take it off your hands, you know, for 85.
Yeah.
And I told him, no way, no way, dude. I gotta have at least 110. And then he worked me down to 100. And now he worked me down to 90. And it's a done deal. But
Got
he
it.
brought in numerous contractors, and that's where I got beat down because the home launchers didn't bring in the one contractor, and they just kept me on the hook.
Yeah.
Got it. Okay. All right. Well, let me ask you this. I mean, you know, like I'll do my best and see if there's anything I can make happen here. I mean, if I could get the underwriters to move the needle on this and get you up to that 90, do you think we could make this work today?
No, because this is already a done deal. I mean, he knows my dog's names. He knows which one's the mean one. He knows my you know, my kid came over and stayed for a while. She's got an apartment, and she didn't want to stay there with no furniture and stuff. I just know him really well, and he knows you know, a lot. And then we looked in his background for better homes and all that, and he's a person that was picked. And so we just looked at each other after I hung up with you, and I said, he messaged me. He said, I got 90, Danny. What do you think?
And I was no.
No.
Hmm.
But no, just now though, after I hung up with you, he said, I got 90.
Got
and
it.
I looked at Patty. I said, let's do it.
It's nothing, we were impressed by you.
Yeah,
Yeah.
very impressed. But bottom line is, you know, it'd have to be, if I hung on to you, it'd have to be 100, and it'd have to be a done deal.
Yeah.
Not bringing contract.
Paperwork and stuff, you know,
No.
I
can't
gotcha.
hurry up.
Yeah. No, I understand.
Hurry up.
Okay.
But
Well,
he was decent. He was decent for us to say, go on your own. You know, I got this offer open for you. You know, so if you need it, and it's late in time, you know, we're getting close where you could possibly go a closer, it's still be open for you.
yeah,
Well, he just messaged me. I got you 90.
I gotcha. Okay. All right, guys. Well, you know, sad to see you guys go, and, you know, wish we could have made something happen here, but I totally understand. You know, if things don't go right with that, you know, as much as you guys have already been through it. So
Oh no, it's good. The couple that are gonna buy it is really nice people.
yeah. Okay. All right. Well,
I
yeah,
got your name already saved and your number, so.
perfect. Yeah, if
And
anything
if we
goes,
hear of anything go ahead.
no, go ahead.
If we hear of anybody that needs your assistance, we'll send them your way.
Yep.
Okay. Awesome. Yeah, I appreciate that. And yeah, and if anything changes, you know, I'll keep my fingers crossed for you guys that, you know, this goes through the way you want it to. But if anything changes, you run into any challenges with this and it doesn't end up working out, you know, just give me a call. I'll be here.
And plus, we got 3 days after we close to get our stuff out of here and into a moving van and into a storage unit.
Nice.
So.
Okay.
Because we don't got the money to move.
Yeah.
So they're gonna allow us to get everything, and they give us 3 days to get everything out that we want out, and what we don't want out, we leave here.
Got it. Okay. No, that sounds great. Well,
Yeah.
yeah, good luck with that. And yeah, let me know if anything comes up and I'll keep my fingers crossed. When are you guys supposed to close?
By the 30th.
By the 30th. Okay. Well, I'll stay in touch with you guys between now and then and just keep me posted if anything changes, okay?
Yeah, and that's what David did with us too.
Okay.
So that, I appreciate that.
Yeah, no worries. No, I know how these things go. Sometimes they don't work out, so would love to be a backup if it doesn't work out for you.
I didn't mean to sound off rude or anything. I'm beat down from just doing what I need to do to get my home up ready for people to look at.
Yeah.
And I had to do it myself because my wife had a full-time job. I'm on SSI.
Yeah. No, I understand. I don't take it personally. I totally understand.
Well, we hope you the best with you, your daughter and your
Thank
marriage.
you. Thank you
Yeah.
so much. I appreciate it.
God,
And
God bless.
God
bless.
bless you too. All right. Bye-bye.
Thank you.
Bye bye.
All right, guys. So, you're probably thinking, why didn't you just go for the kill, lock it up at the 90, 95, whatever. Looking at the underwriting is super freaking tight. I don't know that we could get it done, at 90 and over 90. Um, Certainly not over 90. I mean, I don't know that this guy is probably making much more than maybe 5 grand. Um, it just seems tight. And, the last thing that I would want to do, they have 3 weeks until they're going to start the foreclosure process. Like if this guy is serious and he's going to move it forward, like, hopefully it works out for them. I'd rather them get taken care of. And if he's already had a bunch of people through and has buyers basically in place, then they should get taken care of. And I'd rather in this situation, normally I like if it was, yeah, if it was any other situation, I would have freaking went in for the kill ham on that and just freaking, we'd be eating right now. Right. But, just given the whole situation, I think, it's either going to work out for them and that's going to be best because it will probably take us longer than 3 weeks to get this all done. So Nick, well, at least it ended it on a good note. The dude was definitely attached to the guy that offered 90. So yeah, unless it falls out, it's a wrap. Yep. Yeah, exactly. So I mean, the only way I could have done anything was to come in a little bit higher and, could have called a little bit quicker, but just, for your own benefit too, right? Like see how quick they're already in contact with that guy. And you see how quick things move in this, right? So when you're talking to sellers, like, and you've got somebody that like needs to sell, don't freaking wait for the follow-up. Like your follow-up game better be on point because just like that, I mean, I was on the phone with him for an hour and 3 minutes and 29 seconds starting at 3:23. So now 4:23, 4:26. And then I called him again 10 minutes later, 4:36. So within 10 minutes of us hanging up, he had already been in contact with the guy that was $20,000 lower than what he said was the lowest he would take with me. And he's like, all right, let's get this done. Right. So things can happen like that. Jamil and Jerry missed a realtor sale by an hour yesterday, bro. It's freaking, yeah. I've been there, dude. I've had so many, I can't even count how many times I've lost deals like that. Um, but I'm gonna follow up with this guy and see what happens. Let's see. I'm gonna check back with him probably around the 23rd. Those things going with the sale. Let me put him on the calendar. All right, and then I gotta call my painter real quick here. Mm, mm, mm. Nick, where are you located? And what's your last name, by the way? Nick who? And by the way, if you're not following me on Instagram, give your boy a follow. All right, I have this follow-up call. Rhonda, Texas, used to be in California. Nice. Where in Cali were you?
Hi, this is Rhonda. I'm either driving or charging my phone. Please leave me a message and I'll get back with you as soon as I can. Thanks and have a great day. Bye-bye.
All right, double dial. If she don't pick up, then I'm gonna have to wrap it up here. But that was one that I was trying to wrap up. I had a scheduled call like an hour ago to try to wrap it up, see if they're all good to pull the trigger here. They wanted me to come up on my offer. Let me see here. Let me look at my notes. We offered 576, 750. They wanted to be at 615. They could use some extra time. They wanted 60 days to find a place, plus another 30 to 60 days to close on the new place. So I was going to use that to leverage Novation. And then I was going to justify that increase. West Covina. What's up? All right. Let's give her one more call.
Hi, this is Rhonda. I'm either driving or charging my phone. Please leave me a message and I'll get back with you as soon as I can. Thanks and have a great day. Bye-bye.
Hey Rhonda, it's Chris. Hope you're doing well. I know I had on the calendar to call you about an hour or so ago. Ended up on a call that ran quite a bit longer than anticipated as a family that was facing foreclosure. So we're trying to help stop the foreclosure for them. So apologize about us not connecting here. But I will be back in the office tomorrow and I will try to connect with you then. I'm getting ready to take off here shortly. But if you do want to give me a shout back tonight, my telephone number is 619-525-7132. And if we can't connect before I walk out of here, then I will touch gloves with you tomorrow. Hope you're having a good evening and we'll talk soon. See ya. All right, guys. Well, that's going to be all she wrote for today. So hopefully you guys got value out of this. Hey, Nick, just curious, because you were on for I mean, you were on for a good bit of this live. I'm curious, what were your biggest takeaways from these seller calls, or the seller call that I was on? I think that was the whole seller call, is just that one. So what was your biggest takeaway? And any value you got from listening to that call? James Nickel. Guy's house is still on the market. "41 days. A database problem. Man, that's some integrator stuff right there. What is this house that I'm looking at? Yeah, no wonder this house is not selling. He wants $1.9 million for it. It's like not even updated. Let me just real quick before I jump off of this live, I just want to share with you guys what San Diego real estate is like, just in case you are unfamiliar. This is a guy that we have in our CRM, in our follow-up sequence. Yeah, takeaways. See most of the cadence you used, but it was good that you were able to get that guy back on the phone, get him back and rapport again. Yeah, dude, honestly, like rapport, I would say, is probably like, I mean, I can get into it on the negotiation side of things and close, but rapport is probably one of my strongest things, because like, notice you can virtually say anything to somebody and piss them off and then still have them want to communicate with you, right? Like, yeah, he hung up because he was pissed, right? And he's over it, right? He's been through this. He's had wholesalers drag him through the mud and everything, but he's pissed. And so, but I got him back on the phone, and now he's like wishing me and my family blessings, and telling me about how the secret to a marriage, right? And that's the thing. It's like finding something to connect on, or finding something where the emotional attachment is positive, and then all of a sudden you take them out of that negative emotional state. It's wild what you can do with that type of rapport. But look at this house. This guy, it's a 5'2", 2,300 square feet, $1.994 million, right? And this thing's been sitting for 41 days. But look at these pictures. I mean, it looks like a multi-family property when you look at it like this. But there's San Diego city skyline. So where is this? This is in Point Loma. Okay, that explains it. So like it goes back, and then he's got this other building here, this garage. Now you would think at $1.9 million, this thing would be freaking done up bougie, right? Watch this. So we go in. There's that garage. Yeah, I mean, honestly, I don't think, I get what you're saying, but I don't think certainly San Diego is not going to take a dump, because San Diego is the lowest price point major city in all of California. And when I say major city, there's three, right? You got San Francisco, LA, and San Diego. It's still the lowest price point market as far as those three cities in all of California. And it's better weather, better traffic. Like everything about San Diego is better than San Francisco and LA. There's nothing that comes close. I don't think. Okay, let's get into the inside. Look at this house. This old tile. Like, sure, it's staged with new furniture, but look at this kitchen, right? It's got like crappy old wood paneling, crappy Formica countertops. It's just wild. Look at this bathroom. Look at this. I mean, this is like 70s, right? Like you'd see Ron Burgundy over here talking about, his freaking mahogany and whatever else. Yeah, it's wild. Yeah, it could use an upgrade for sure. And I guarantee you it's not worth upgrading, which is why it's not selling after 41 days. Like, you gotta be kidding me. This guy's crazy. But all right, guys, I gotta wrap up here. I gotta go check on the painter and see how everything's going at the new place. Appreciate you, Nick. I'll hit you up on Instagram. And if you guys are watching, hopefully you guys got value out of this. Hit the like button, hit that notification bell, subscribe to the channel. And yeah, at least it's not run down like the properties in LA. LA is brutal. But yeah, subscribe to the channel. Hit me up on Instagram at Chris Closes Your Deal. And I will see you guys on the next live tomorrow where we make real estate investing easy. Peace.